So do you want to see John Wick take on Tom Holland as Spider-Man? And possibly even Venom, Carnage, Morbius, and who knows who else? Well, Sony does, so let's talk about it. You all know the drill by now. If you're fan casting and you need a role in a comic book movie, besides Emily Blunt and John, there's always good old Keanu. You all have seen it, he's been fan cast as just about everything, and we know for a fact that he's talked with Marvel and Sony and pretty much everybody in regards to comic book roles. So what exactly does the future hold for him? Well, as we've learned today, apparently they've made an offer. If he wants it, he can be Kraven the Hunter for Sony. From what we understand, they have made him an offer, and if he wants it, it's a done deal. Now, this isn't really surprising that Sony is trying to get this Kraven project off the ground. We know for a fact that they've been working on it for about 2 years. They want this to happen, and also they want a big name attached to it because it can elevate a character people don't care about. I think this much is evident, and if you go after somebody like Keanu, you get a lot there with it. Now, of course, when it comes to this, we don't know if this would be the joint partnership between Disney and Sony and Marvel, or if this is just for Sony's standalone thing, like Morbius Venom, which also in some ways seem to be connected to everything. Again, the details are very scarce on how everything goes forward, especially with the multiverse and everything, but one would stand to assume that this would be connected to everything, and eventually Kraven would go face to face with Tom Holland's Spider-Man and all that. And there was even rumors at one point that Kraven was going to appear in Spider-Man 3, which at this point I think that's all been, well, it's all been unconfirmed, because they're probably not using Kraven in a multiverse film. Although they could, I don't know. They're still shooting Spider-Man for like another 2 months, it seems, maybe even longer. So maybe this is one of those things where they could work it in here. And as far as we know, they're still developing Kraven's Last Hunt as the origin story. And my guess is that Sony's looking at this by looking at John Wick and going, what if we just take that same thing, and we do that as Kraven? So he's just mowing down dudes trying to go after Spider-Man. Yeah, that makes sense. People would probably want to see that. So, yeah, I could honestly see this. If they get him, sure. Good enough for me. That's pretty good. That's a good casting. That would actually make, I think, most people interested in this. Other than right now where everybody looks at it and goes, Kraven? So how do you guys feel about this? What do you think? Do you think he's going to take it? Do you think he would make a good Kraven the Hunter?